If there's anyone who knows about not having your life together, that would be me. Don't worry, I've come a long way, and today I'm here to share my tips. Hello everyone, welcome back to the Vibrance Club here in the Cloud Dojo. I'm Corey, and this is your place for inspiration on living a healthy, happy, and vibrant life. So getting your life together comes down to something very simple: how many hours you have in a day. So maybe you've heard the saying, you have as many hours in a day as Beyonce. While this is true, I also like to add, you have as many hours in a day as Beyonce, but you're probably not Beyonce. And so how you spend the hours in your day must reflect the truth of who you are. Essentially, to have our lives together, we have two options. One, move into a monastery where everything is pretty much scheduled for us. We don't have any major responsibilities like caring for and supporting a family. Or option two, we become conscious and responsible about how we spend our time. That's it. Once we take the time to manage our time, it will relieve so much tension and allow us to relax and finally feel on top of our lives. So when you plan your time, you become more in charge of the feelings that you have on a day-to-day basis. When we plan consistently in the way that I'll show you, things no longer feel overwhelming and out of control so much, even when life events happen that are totally out of our control. So I revise our schedule about every season or so, because with kids, that's about how often our schedule changes. And this is actually a great activity to do with your kids. I just actually did it with my super ambitious 10-year-old to just kind of help her plan out what she can fit into every week. Quick reminder, if you want more content like this, be sure to hit the red subscribe button down below. If it's great, you're already subscribed. But if you subscribe, I would be so honored. And if you hit that notification bell right on that subscribe button, that means that you get notified every time I make a new video. So I'll walk you through what I do. Start with your basic life values. This is the cornerstone, the beauty of this method. Your values have to become clearly visible in your schedule, or they're not really playing out in your life the way that you want them to, right? So I revisit my values and actions list, which I'll go over maybe once or twice a year. The values pretty much stay the same for me at this point in my life. Some of mine are my spiritual life, my connection to family and friends, being a mentally, emotionally, and physically healthy person, providing healthy food for my family, helping our kids be mentally healthy and emotionally and physically healthy as well, making sure their academic needs are met, helping them pursue their passions like music, sports, etc., and also helping my husband make sure our finances are healthy and on track. So those are some ideas of what you might write down in this first step. We did this a while ago on the channel during the Restful Life Revolution series, so you may already have a similar list, but you want to be sure to look at it through the lens of what's important to schedule into your life. So then I ask, to live out these values in my life, what are the most essential things that I need to spend my time doing every morning or during each day and every evening? So you see, this list is a pretty small list. It's not about getting every single value addressed at every moment, but addressing each value with actions occurring at regular intervals that work best for you. So then I look at the actions to take once or a few times a week and also each month. For weekly and monthly, you see, I'm just categorizing my time into planning, maintenance, time with family and friends, my husband, and myself. And I also added a couple things that I do yearly or a few times a year. So once you have this list of things that you do on a regular basis, it's time to question them. Sometimes things sneak on there that are not really helping to live any of our values. If there's anything on that list that doesn't really feel like it, maybe it's at odds with who you are, or it's out of an obligation, but it's not really fulfilling your values, or it is, but you're not really the best person to do it and there's a way to delegate it, just look at all that. I'm not saying recklessly strike it out and just see what happens, but to just question it. Pare that list down to the basic, most essential actions that you personally must regularly take to live out the most important values in your life. Next, I just make charts, just a daily and weekly and monthly charts, and I just plug all those things in. It's kind of a template. It's not going to be exact all of the time to that chart, but it just gives me a jumping off point for when I make my calendar. So I print those out and I put them kind of as a reminder to myself. I put them up on the wall as the important things that I want to be spending time on. And then I will go ahead and put things in my actual working calendar. So I've got it based on time blocks. For example, like here's my idea of my weekly rhythm. And then once I plan my week, I'll kind of put more specific times into each of these things. So I do recommend going into your working calendar, your Google Cal, your iCal, and just blocking off time for everything so it doesn't get scheduled over. For me personally, my schedule does flex quite a bit, but as long as the most important aspects of my life are in my calendar, then it's fine to rearrange them. So I just print them out, I put these little templates up on the wall, and then as I schedule in my week, I've got that to look at. And I just block it out in my calendar so that even if I have to move things around, I know that the most important things for my life values are getting done. Now it is the best part of the video, your part. I would love if you shared a comment below. My question to you is, do you have any tips for getting your life together, specifically around time management? I know a lot of families have little tricks to keep their family time sacred or not get overscheduled. So if you have any of those that you do, please leave them in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. If you did like this video, please hit the thumbs up button and be sure to subscribe to the channel for more videos like this coming up soon. Bye.